Here's a video with the most masculine fragrances.
Hey fragrance family, I'm David and I'm a fragrance bro. Of course, your best source for everything fragrance related. Today I have a video that is a community top 10 on top 10 masculine fragrances. Of course, if you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe down below and click that little bell so you get a notification every time I make an upload. Now I know some of you are already familiar with community top 10s, but essentially I send out an email to my email subscriber list. They get a secret link and they can go and vote. They get one suggestion and as many votes as they want. If you want to be in future community top 10s, all you have to do is go and sign up for my newsletter. That's it. I'll send you occasional emails about community top 10s and you can join anytime. And for these masculine scents, I'm just talking about the feeling that you get, the masculine feeling that you get when you smell them. Some of the choices from the top 10 I agree with, some of them I don't, but they're community driven, they're community voted upon, so I am here to serve. And before we get started on those suggestions, let me start with a few suggestions of my own that I'd like to share. I'll go through these really quickly. The first two are mainstream scents. The first one is Dark Rebel by John Varvatos. I love John Varvatos. This is one of his best, I think. It has a leathery, spicy, boozy scent that is so good. Amazing, amazing, masculine, powerful scent. Next is Terre d'Hermès by Hermès. This one is another one that is really well loved in the community. It's a citrusy vetiver scent with a lot of flinty, woody overtones. It's such a classy, powerful scent that you can wear in the office and really have a commanding authority in just your scent. And I really love that. Next is Lent Black by Bruno Fazal. And this one is a very, very black type of scent with all the black type of notes that you would expect, like ink and tar and burnt rubber, pepper, even skunk a little bit in there. It's like everything darkness, and it is so good. Sometimes I think it's almost unwearable. And when I think those things, I just realize I have to man up. Next is Sombre Negra by Yosh. I love this one. This one is such a good one. It's very, very dark and rough. It's got a lot of deep dark notes, but also has this nice freshness right on top that makes it very wearable and cuts through a lot of that heaviness. It's really interesting and I love this a lot. And as a bonus, everyone who has submitted choices for this top 10 is already entered to win this bottle right here, which is a tester of Sombre Negra. I'm trying to rub off the smudge here from a sticker. It said tester. So good luck for everyone who already entered. And last but not least, of course, you know this is gonna be on there, but it's Aventus, Creed Aventus. I debated whether or not I should put this on here because it was such an obvious choice, and that's the reason I had to put it on here. Creed Aventus is one of those scents that even if you don't want it to be the hyper-masculine, very, very popular scent that it is, it already is that. It's never gonna stop being that. It's just the alpha male in the room. It's the alpha male of scents. You might not like him, but he's still the alpha. It's fresh with that famous pineapple and apple note on top with some darker, almost leathery qualities in the base. It's perfect. All right, now let's kick off the official suggestions of the community top 10. The first is from Sean A, who got the most votes, and he suggested Bentley Intense by Bentley. It's a boozy, incensey, leathery type of scent. I remember smelling it a while back and I was a little underwhelmed with it, but it seems like everyone disagrees with me, but it is a very masculine scent. So number one, Bentley Intense. Two is by Jesus Torres, who suggested Stetson. Stetson is really a classic masculine scent, and I do not like Stetson. But a lot of men do, and it still has that classic old school masculine smell. And still even young men today really like that scent because it appeals to their kind of sense of masculinity that they remember from their grandfather or even their father. Next is by Luis Higuera, and he suggested Fahrenheit by Dior, and of course this one has to be on here. Fahrenheit Dior is a magnificent scent with a lot of kind of that petroleum type of vibe there, and a lot of other complex notes in there. It really is one of the most masculine scents out there. Next suggestion is by Travis Wolf, and he actually suggested 3 or 4 fragrances, and that was against the rules, Travis. But the one that I'll choose out of his choices was Interlude Man by Amouage. I think that's a really interesting one because it is very masculine in a different way. It's a fresher type of masculine. Here's the thing, I shot this video yesterday and I thought the comment said Reflection Man. Instead, it was actually Interlude Man. Interlude Man is not the same thing as Reflection Man, which is the fresher scent. Interlude Man is a very masculine, powerful, ashy, smoky type of scent with resins and ash and soot. It's something I called liquid ash in my review of. Interlude Man is loved by a lot of people because it's so big and bold and smoky, but it's not the same as Reflection Man. Carry on. It's a really good boutique, very rich type of masculine scent. So that was a really good choice, Travis. Next choice is by Mohammed, which is probably not the prophet, I'm assuming. And he suggested Lalique's Encre Noir. Another amazing fragrance that is very, very masculine. It's very, very dark, has an inky note and some spice on top. The name means black ink and it's very dark and it really reflects in the way that smells, and it just is one of the best masculine vetivers out there. Great choice. Jake Smith suggested Lapidus Pour Homme, and this one is an interesting one I've never tried before. Came out in 1987. He says it reminds him of a bathroom smell, but in a good way. I think that's really funny. He says it also beats Koros, which would, I guess, kind of be in that same type of category, but he says it's very, very masculine. Looking at the notes on Fragrantica, it looks like there's tobacco and patchouli and honey and incense and oak moss. There's no surprise that that one is a very powerhouse masculine. Neil Atkinson writes in and says his choice is Tom Ford for Men Extreme, not to be confused with Tom Ford Noir Extreme, which is very completely different. But Tom Ford for Men Extreme is a very, very deep woody scent. I remember smelling it a long time ago and I really liked it. Has a very strong cedar note as well as apparently a kind of mushroomy tuber type of note. But overall, it's a very great deep dark woody scent that Neil says is class in a bottle. The next choice is by Jeremy Clark, my old partner on the channel here, and Jeremy suggests The Cobra and the Canary by Imaginary Authors, which I totally agree. It's very wearable while also being very, very masculine. I love this scent. It's got a lot going on with hay and asphalt and violet and a lot of other stuff in here. Tobacco, it's really good, and it's one of my favorite masculine scents, and I really wear it a lot, especially in the spring. Next is by the person with username Not Kind, and he suggests Sauvage by Dior. The fragrance everyone loves to hate, but everyone loves at the same time. Of course, it's Dior's most mainstream of mainstream scents, and it is very good. I've used quite a bit of it already, and it really is masculine. There's something about it that just has a very powerful masculine type of vibe. A lot of people poo-poo it for being a very simple recipe, but I don't think that's a bad thing. These are some of the same people who call Eccentric Molecules single note fragrances brilliant. I just don't get people. But yes, Sauvage is excellent. It's that beautiful bergamot opening with that musky, deep, dark heart that is just a wonderful, fresh scent that is very, very masculine. Big thank you to everyone who submitted ideas for this top 10. Of course, you have a chance to win Sombre Negra. I'll notify the winner in just a couple of days. And of course, if you'd like to join future top 10s and have a chance to win bottles as well, just sign up for my email and I'll email you whenever that happens. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really loved this month for Balls Month. And I'm going to donate proceeds of my earnings from AdSense to, of course, testicular cancer. And I'd encourage everyone else to do the same if you're so inclined. This has been a really hard month to do videos because my computer died. And so I had to rebuild it all over again. And I only had 2 videos out at the start of the month, and that was it for like 2 or 3 weeks. So if you've seen the mad rush of videos that I've had this last week, that's just been catching up everything. So yeah, it's been crazy. Thank you for everyone who has supported the channel, and thank you for all the kind words about my beard. I've only gotten maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 people who didn't like the beard just in life and on YouTube. Most people really like the beard. Sadly, it's gonna have to go. My wife does not really care for it, and I really care about kissing my wife, so I'm gonna get rid of it soon. Anyway, that's all I have. What are your favorite masculine scents? I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments. Of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. I'll love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.